Good morning, everyone. With just last few days left for snap test and last few days to register for SCIT, we the admissions team of SCIT is here to help you with all the queries regarding snap and your admissions to SCIT. Okay, so we'll start with the queries now. Neha will begin with the queries. Neha.
Okay. So we have a question from Rahul. He's asking us, is this course a compulsory residential course? Hi Rahul. So it is a residential MBA program, and we think it will be beneficiary if you stay in the campus and you can be involved in all the activities that take place in if you're residing in the campus. The next question is from Sia. How are the placements in SCIT for laterals? We have 100% placement record for the past few years, and the average package for laterals is 8.04 lakhs. And for further details about the placement and statistics, you can check our website, that is scit.edu.
Okay, now we have the next question coming from Jay. He asks, I want to get admission to MBA IT. Still my bachelor degree result is not out. When should I have to write the snap test? Jay, you can very well write the snap test right now, and when your results are announced, you can give your mark sheets, or rather the provisional degree, whatever you have at the time of admissions, that would do. And when you have your final results out, we'll have the mark sheets and the degrees submitted to the college. Thank you. Next question is from Abhijit. Is MBA IT available in SCIT distance learning, and is there any center in Surat? No, we offer a regular course in information technology, which is MBA IT BM. We don't offer distance learning. So I would suggest you write the snap test and appear for a GEPI VAT process, which is to happen in the month of February.
Okay, so we have a question from Richa. She asked, what is the fees for both programs, MBA DS&DA and MBA ITBM? The total fees for both MBA ITBM and MBA DS&DA is same. It is around 11.85 lakhs. The next question is from Joshua. He asked, will the jobs offered after MBA DS&DA be in the IT domain only? So the jobs offered won't be restricted to the IT domain. You will find opportunities in BFSI, manufacturing, retail and healthcare.
Okay, now we have the next question coming from Amit. How much is the fees for MBA Information Security Specialization, including the hostel fees? I am looking to sponsor my brother for this course. The course for this fees is around 11.85 lakhs, including the hostel fees. For 2 years, it is a 2-year regular program.
The next question is from Purva. She asks us, is there any sectional cutoff for SNAP? So hi Purva, there is no sectional cutoff for SNAP, but institute wise there will be a different cutoff, and the overall shortlisting will be based on those cutoffs.
The next question is from Vijay. He asks, what is the process for admissions in MBA DS&DA? The student has to appear for the SNAP exam, after which you will be shortlisted and called for the GE pivot process. After the results are announced, you will be selected to join the batch of SCIT. Next question is from Dennis. Any certifications will be covered apart from MBA degree? As such, no certifications are conducted as a part of the curriculum.
Okay, the next question comes from Neha. I am unable to find placement report of MBA DS&DA. Are these students not allowed to sit in campus placement? Neha, we are starting with the DS&DA MBA this year only, so the placement starts will only be uploaded after 2 years when the first batch passes out. You can find out the rest of the placement details can be found out on our website, which is www.scit.edu. The entire placement data is available there. The next question comes from Shubhangi. What is the online registration? Does the online registration require fees? Yes, you have to make payment for SCIT as well as for the SNAP exams. The registration date for SNAP exams are already over. However, the registration for SCIT is open till 17th of December. You can definitely apply for SCIT if you have applied for the SNAP test.
Now, Pooja asks a question: how many general seats are there for MBA DS&DA? There are total 30 seats for MBA DS&DA, out of which 22 are for general category.
We have a question from John. He asks us, uh, what is the eligibility criteria for taking admission in SCIT? Hi. Any graduate of any faculty of a statutory university with 50% marks and 45% for SC/ST category people at graduation level are eligible. And in order to take admission in SCIT, you need to fill the SNAP form and appear for SNAP 2016.
Okay, now the next question comes from Prateek. Can you please give me full information about the admission process after the SNAP test is done? Well, very well, Prateek. After the SNAP test is done, there would be a shortlist which comes for SCIT. Once you are shortlisted, you will have a G pivot process which happens in Pune itself for SCIT. The results of which are announced somewhere in the month of March. And this is how the entire process goes about. We have different weightage for different exams, or rather G pivot. You can go through our website for the entire details, how the entire process goes about.
So next question is from Neha. She asked, what is the shortlist for the G pivot announced? When is the shortlist for G pivot announced? It is announced around 20th of January. And you'll have to select a date in the month of February, which is 3rd to 5th of February or 10th to 12th of February. That is the time when G pivot is conducted at Symbiosis in our campus.
There is a query from Jay. He asks us, I am a fresher BCom graduate with account honors. I am a little confused about SCIT ITBM. Will it be a good decision as I would be completely new to IT, and moreover, how would it affect my final placement process? Hello Jay, you don't really have to worry about the placement and the decision about joining SCIT. You need to be sure about what your likes are, and if you have an interest and you want to be in the IT sector, it is a good course for you. It doesn't affect your final placement, because if you've done a BCom, as long as you work hard and perform well in the first 2 years of in your 2 years of MBA and you score well, you are bound to get a good placement, and you might have to put a little bit more effort while compared to engineering students. But if you're willing to do that, MBA ITBM is a very good option for you.
We have a question from Abhishek. What should be the strategy for attempting SNAP? See, the main focus while attempting SNAP should be on the speed and accuracy. Even if you don't attempt all the questions, you must focus on the accuracy, because there's negative marking also. You have 25% negative marking for all the questions, and there's no sectional cutoff.
There is a question from Siddesh. He asks us, how many seats are there for MBA ITBM? Hello, for MBA ITBM we have 180 seats, and for DSDA there are 30 seats. There's another question from Dhruvil. He asks us, what is the fees for MBA DSDA program? Hi Dhruvil, the fees for MBA DSDA program is 11 lakhs 85,000.
Okay, we have a next question coming from Neha again. I have completed BSc IT from Mumbai University with 49.93% aggregate marks. Can I apply for MBA Executive ITBM program? Neha, you can very well apply for the MBA Executive ITBM program. For that, you need to have experience of 3 years at least in a relevant IT field, and certainly you can apply for the same.
We have a question from Abhishek. He asks, how will the final shortlist be calculated? The final shortlist will be calculated after giving the SNAP. 50% weightage is given to the SNAP paper, whereas the rest 50% is given to the G pivot process.
Okay, we have another question. It's again about the fees. The total fees for Information Technology ITBM for a 2-year course. This is a question from Rohit. Hi Rohit, the fees for ITBM course is 11 lakhs 85,000, and the fees for MBA DSDA and ITBM both are the same.
Okay, we have the next question coming from Roshan. He asks, how's the college environment, and what about the IT? Can you give me a brief summary about SCIT? I would, Rohit, if I'll talk about the college environment, it's a very good environment if you're looking for a career in IT, SCIT is actually the place to be. We have a lot of committees working in and out here, especially for information technology and in the field of information security as well. And the students are really good. The interaction between the faculty and students is excellent. The SCIT has been offering MBA in information technology from the past 17 years now in a niche area, and they are basically focusing on niche areas such as information security, systems, software solution management, and IT networks. So I would suggest that if you are looking for an MBA in IT, SCIT is the place to be. And then we have a next question coming from Rohan. I want to take admission in journalism. What is the admission process? Rohan, MBA, SCIT offers MBA and ITBM. So I would suggest for journalism you should look for the relevant colleges. SCIT offers MBA and IT. So I would suggest you go in for some colleges which offer MBA in journalism under the umbrella of Symbiosis International University.
The next question is from Dhruv. He wants to know the last date to apply for SCIT. The last date to apply for SCIT is 17th of December.
We have a question from Shreya. She asked us, hello, could you please update me with the kind of profiles offered by the companies visiting SCIT? Hi Shreya, after completing your MBA ITBM course, you may be offered different profiles such as business analyst, quality manager, information security auditor, IT advisor, software architect, big data analyst, and many more. Our profiles are aligned with the industry requirements, and we offer profiles that are managerial, and it is essential for business today.
Okay, we have a question coming from Akash. Akash asks, what is the fees for MBA ITBM 2017? Akash, the fees for MBA ITBM 2017 is around 11.85 lakhs. It's a 2-year course, and the fees includes everything, the academics as well as your hostel, which is for 2 years. We have a question coming from Rohan. What is the average years of experience students joining MBA ITBM and PGP ITBM? The average experience, Rohan, it entirely depends on the process. For PGP ITBM, I would say the experience required is 18 months if you want an admission into PGP ITBM. But for MBA ITBM, it entirely depends on the process and the kind of profile you carry when you come for the process.
There's a question from Prithvi. He asks us, are there any scholarships offered to the students of SCIT? Hi Prithvi, the university provides scholarships to the topper of the first semester provided the student maintains a CGPA of 7.5 for the following semesters.
Purva wants to know, how do I practice for snap test? See Purva, now since there's only 1 week left, you need to brush up your concepts and practice the previous year papers. You can see the last 10 years paper of snap. Then you can actually get familiar with those papers. You'll be able to see the pattern and then practice those papers.
There's a question from Harshil. He asks us, can you let me know the basic guidelines for admissions to SCIT? Hi, the student has to appear for SNAP exam, after which the students will be shortlisted and called for a GE pivot. Here the students, if they clear the GE pivot, they will be selected for the batch of 2017-19.
Okay, Swami wants to know what is the cutoff for SCIT. Swami, the cutoff for the 2015-17 batch was around 31 percentile. However, the cutoff for 2016-18 batch has not been declared yet. For the entire details, you can keep visiting our website, which is www.scit.edu.
Ruxan wants to know if we accept ZAT scores. So Ruxan, SCIT is a university that comes under SIU, and we only accept SNAP scores. ZAT and CAT won't be valid here. There's a question from Aditi. She asks us, what is the SNAP cutoff for SCIT? The cutoff was 31 percentile for the 15-17 batch, and the cutoff for 16-18 batch has changed, but it isn't available currently. It will be on our website shortly.
Okay, we have a question coming from Priya. Priya says, I am interested in data analytics and I am a mechanical engineer. Is it a part of MBA? Is it a part of MBA program? How is business analytics different from data analytics? Yes, business analytics is certainly a part of our course. And it is not much different from data analytics. You will be studying data analytics as well as business analytics. It is a part of a curriculum. It would certainly help you in your jobs, future jobs.
There's a question from Arushi. She wants to know if you have to register multiple times for SNAP depending on the colleges I'm registering for. You just have to register once for SNAP, but you have to select the institutes individually and pay the fees for them.
We have a question from Delnaz. She asks us, where is this institute located? Okay, SCIT is located in Hinjewadi Phase 1 in Pune, which is the IT hub of Pune. And our institute is flanked by IT parks on all three sides, and we have I Square IT campus, which is an engineering college, bang opposite our institute.
Okay, we have a question coming from Isha. What are the roles offered to experienced candidates of more than 30 months of work experience? And I would say the roles offered entirely depends on the profile you carry and the kind of placements that are happening in the college. We certainly have 4 specializations, and roles are offered in the areas of information security and systems, software solution management, and IT networks.
Now there's a question from Paul. He wants to know what are the topics to prepare for current affairs. As such, there are no particular topics. Keep track of the last 2 years' current affairs. You can read Economic Times and Business Line for the news.
There's a question from Aditi again. She would like to know if there are any subjects that are other than the IT domain in the curriculum. Hi Aditi. Yes, we have a lot of general management subjects along with IT subjects, and we have economics, IT BFSI, that is related to banking and finances. We have operations, marketing, finance, and subjects that are related to HR domain as well. So they are all a part of our curriculum, and hence our course is techno managerial.
Okay, the next question is coming from Abhinav. Abhinav wants to know, if I do an executive MBA from your college, will I be eligible for a PhD course further? Certainly you will be eligible for a PhD course after you have done MBA executive from SCIT. PhD is something which is offered by SIU as well. So you can definitely enroll for PhD in SIU itself after you have done an executive MBA from our institute. He has a question. What is the executive MBA offered by SCIT? Is the executive MBA offered by SCIT AICTE approved? SCIT falls under the umbrella of SIU, and SIU is already recognized by UGC and covers all the norms required by UGC. So it has all the required credentials and the accreditations required for college to offer a course such as an MBA.
There is a question from Priya. She asks us, does SCIT have tie-ups with any banks for financial assistance for students? Priya, we do have tie-ups with banks. We have tie-up with Credilia, Bank of Maharashtra, Syndicate Bank, and Allahabad Bank. They provide educational loans to our students at a concession rate.
Okay, then we have a question coming from Naveen. He asks, what are the electives offered in PGP ITBM? We have 4 electives which are being offered in the course, or rather PGP ITBM if we talk about. For MBA ITBM we have 4 electives. PGP ITBM is an amalgamation of information security and systems. You will certainly have a lot to study in 1 year, and the learning will be immense. And if you have a work experience of 18 months, then PGP ITBM is the best course for you.
We have a question from Bhamini. She asks us, what is the average package for SCIT student? Hi Bhamini, the average package for the previous year, the highest package was 21.33 lakhs, and the average package is 8.04 lakhs per annum. There is another question. What are the topics to prepare for current affairs? So there are no particular topics that you have to work upon, but keep a track of all the latest happenings and whatever is in news, and keep checking on the last 2 years current affairs. That would help a lot. And also there will be static GK that will appear for your paper, so please update yourself with that as well.
We have a question coming from Anirudh. Can I know how much marks should I score in SNAP to get admissions to SCIT MBA ITBM business MBA ITBM program? Anirudh, I would say the paper patterns changes every time, and we cannot comment upon the marks you need to get for admissions into SCIT. It entirely depends on the difficulty level of the exam. And I can just say all the best, and we definitely will want to see you in SCIT GE pivot process.
There's a question from Omi. Is there any sectional cutoff for SNAP? There's no sectional cutoff for SNAP, but every institute under Symbiosis has its own cutoff for shortlisting the students.
Okay, we have a question coming from Aditya. I'm a final year student of BTech pursuing in distance mode. So, am I eligible for MBA IT in regular mode? Yes, Aditya, if you are pursuing a BTech in a distance learning from a university which is recognized, you are certainly eligible for the MBA ITBM course and you can very well apply for SCIT.
We have a question from Susan. She asks us, what is the ratio of freshers and laterals in SCIT? The ratio of freshers to lateral is 30:70 for the current batch.
Okay, we have a question from Aditya. He asked, what is the fee structure of MBA ITBM? The fee structure for MBA ITBM is around 11.85 lakhs for 2 years. It's a 2-year residential program which covers your academic fees as well as your hostel fees. We have a next question coming from Abhinav. Good morning. I want to know the expected cutoff for admission in SCIT. Please tell me. Abhinav, I'll not be able to comment about on the cutoff as the cutoff for the 15-17 batch was around 31 percentile, and for the 16-18 batch the university has not declared the cutoff, official cutoff yet. So you can keep checking our website for the details of the cutoff.
We have a question. He asks us, placement records offered by SCIT. Does Symbiosis have centralized placement or individual institute wise? So the placement records for SCIT have been 100% for the past 3 years, and there is no common placement for SIU, but SCIT has centralized placement for all the branches that they're offering, and it is institute wise, and you will get placed accordingly.
We have a question coming from Vatsala. She asked, placement records offered by SCIT, does Symbiosis have centralized placements or individual institute wise? You can very well check our placement records on our website www.scit.edu. The placement for freshers and laterals, the average package for placements and laterals is clearly mentioned there. And no, we do not have a centralized placement thing here in SCIT. SCIT completely has a different placement cells which works for the students of SCIT who are a part of SCIT.
Okay, we have a question from Priya. She wants to know what all specializations are offered under MBA ITBM. There are 5 specializations, namely Systems, Information Security Management, Software Solution Management, IT Infrastructure Management, and Data Sciences. Every semester you have to choose any 2 subjects out of the 5 specializations.
We have a question from Wasim. He asks us, do you have data mining elective for MBA ITBM course? So data mining is an elective for MBA ITBM which you will be getting in the 2nd semester. There's another question for MBA DS&DA, that is, the students who will be a part of MBA DS&DA 2017-19 will be starting specialization courses from the 2nd year onwards, or is it from the 1st year onwards? So, hi Rahman, we have the specialization right from the 1st year itself. You get to choose your electives from the 1st semester.
Okay, I have a question coming from Sachin. He says, I am pursuing my MBA in BSc IT and I'm in the final year. Can I get admission to your institute? Yes, you can very well apply for SCIT if you have applied for the SNAP test. Once you're done with your degree, you need to submit your relevant mark sheets by the month of October to the college if you're selected after the GE pivot process.
We have a question from Shubham. He asks us, I am a final year student of Electronics and Telecommunication from University of Pune, but the results are still not announced. Which course can I select and what is the cutoff for SCIT? Hi Shubham, if you are a student in the final year and your result is still awaited, you are still eligible to apply for SCIT. You can apply for MBA DS&DA as well as MBA ITBM program since you are a fresher, and it doesn't matter if you don't have IT in your engineering. Electronics and telecommunication is also good enough and it is considered. And as far as cutoff for SCIT is, the last year's cutoff, that was for the batch of 15-17, the cutoff was 31 percentile.
Okay, we have a question coming from Anubhav. He wants to know how does IT management blend with general management studies when it comes to MBA in information technology? Anubhav, we have a variety of courses which are being offered here in SCIT. Along with MBA in IT, we have subjects like marketing, finance, which give you a which give you an awareness about the general management studies as well. So you can very well blend your IT skills with the management skills, which certainly helps you, in the job whenever, in whatever field you go.
We have a question from Akshay. He wants to know what is the difficulty level of the SNAP test. See, the SNAP test has evenly distributed level of difficulty, like from easy to medium to difficult questions. But your main focus should be on attempting you should focus on the speed and the accuracy. And you should also keep in mind that there is negative marking involved.
Okay, we have a question coming from Abhinav. He wants to know the pattern of SNAP test this time. The pattern for SNAP test is changed this time. Earlier we used to have 120 questions. Now we'll be having 150 questions from this times, ranging from 40 questions for English, 40 questions for DI and DS, 40 questions for LR, and 30 questions would be for general knowledge. And I would suggest for general knowledge you should study the current affairs of the past 2 months or rather 1 year if possible to score better in SNAP.
We have a question from Bhamini. She asks us, what are the different programs offered by SCIT? Hi Bhamini, we have courses for people with work experience and as well as for freshers. So our basic flagship course is MBA ITBM, which is a 2-year full-time residential course. Then we have a new program which starts from next year, that is MBA in DS&DA. It is also a 2-year full-time residential course. Then we have a PGP ITBM. It is a full-time 1-year residential course for laterals with minimum of 18 months of work experience.
Okay, we have a question coming from Saurav. He wants to know, when do I need to get my degree convocation certificates ready? Saurav, you'll need your degree and convocation certificates by the month of October if you get selected for SCIT. In the year 2017, you need to have your original documents with you so you can have a confirmation for your admissions to SCIT or rather Symbiosis International University. This is a rule set up by the university. We have a question coming from Eileen. I am confused to choose between data science and software systems management. How do I choose which is the best option for me? Eileen, it entirely depends upon your interest and the type of profile you carry when you join SCIT. I would suggest if you come from a background of technology, data science and SSM, both are equally important, and you can have a equal mix of subjects when you come here. You can study data science as well as SSM. But if you want a particular profile, I would suggest you look at your profile and then decide accordingly.
Okay, we have a question from John. He asks us, what is the time duration for SNAP test? SNAP test is an objective test and the test duration is 120 minutes. We also have another question from Ria that is related to SNAP. How do I prepare for verbal reasoning and verbal ability? Hi, since there is very little time left, I hope you have covered the basic ground topics related to grammar and RCs, but it would also help, and I can't advise you to read textbooks and newspaper to increase your vocabulary, but that I hope you've done that in the past. Other than that, use books that are offering SNAP question papers and try and solve as many mocks that you can, SNAP mocks that are available online.
Okay, I have a question coming from Raghav. He wants to know, I want to opt for MBA DADS course as I don't have a maths in 12th class, but I have studied maths in my graduation. I'm really sorry, Raghav, you cannot opt for DADS. It's a prerequisite for the course that you need to have maths in class 10th and 12th to opt for the course, the DADS course, which is being offered by SCIT.
Divya wants to know when the SNAP results will be declared. Hi Divya, SNAP result will be declared on January 9th, 2017, and it will be declared on snaptest.org.
Okay, and Saurav wants to know about the fee structure and what is the a little more about the college, what kind of environment the college has, what kind of recreational facilities the college offers. Sort of the fee structure is around 11.85 lakhs, and we have a lot of facilities offered here in SCIT. We have a state-of-art campus located in the area of Henjewadi, centrally located in IT Park, and moreover we have sports ground as well, where you can enjoy. We have gym facilities and as well as swimming pools. The hostel facilities are simply excellent. It's a home away from home, for students studying here.
Jeet wants to know if there are any donation seats available for admissions. Jeet, there are no donation seats available, and every student is urged to note that no donation or capitation fees is required to be paid for admission into any of the Symbiosis institutes. Students are cautioned against falling prey to any such assurance offered by individuals or outside agencies. So it is purely merit based.
Okay, so Rahman wants to know how many batches have been admitted in DS&DA program until now. See, Rahman, we're going to start with this program from the next batch, from the coming batch, that is 2017 and 19 batch. So as of now, no internships have been offered in DS&DA.
Okay, we have a question. We have a question coming from Rahul. What is the qualification for admission in MBA, Data Science and Data Analytics? For Data Science and Data Analytics, Rahul, you need to have maths background in class 12th. It's a prerequisite for you before you start the course, because we have a lot of stats which is coming in for the course. A lot of regressional analysis is to happen if you are a part of MBA DA and DS. So a background of maths in 12th is certainly required if you want to be a part of this course.
Eileen Fernandez asks us, how are the hostel rooms available for female students? Is there single rooms available for girls? Hi, so we have rooms based on single sharing, 2 girls sharing and 3 people sharing, and for a single sharing room you need to be here, it's first come first base, so you have to come and enroll yourself with the hostel facilities as soon as your results are out.
Okay, Chintan wants to know, I wanted to inquire if your institute offers cross-institutional courses. I have done major part of my Masters of Business and Information System Management from Australia, but I still have 2 subjects left and I had to come back to India due to some personal issues. I wanted to know if I could do those 2 remaining subjects in your institute. Chintan, no, we offer a 2-year specialized program for the students who join after SNAP. We do have cross-institutional relationships with a lot of international universities, but you can't complete your courses with SCIT. I'm really sorry for that.
We have a query from Priya. She says, hi, can you tell me more about the hostel life at SCIT? We provide hostel facilities of the highest standards, and safety and well-being of the student is paramount. All the needs of the students are taken care of, and we have a gym and recreational sports center, we have a mess that provides meals all the 4 times of the day, and the rooms that are available in the hostel are either 2 sharing, 3 sharing, and some rooms for the first year are single accommodation as well.
Okay, Bhamini wants to know how is the grading system and the exam pattern, and is there any criteria for eligibility for placements? We follow a standard pattern which is of a 10 CG when it comes to grading pattern, and the exam pattern certainly is the same which happens in every university. We have internal exams as well as external exams which are to happen. Yes, we do have certain eligibility criteria for placements. You can visit our website, which will give you an idea about how does the eligibility thing goes about our placements. Okay, Shubham wants to know why 1,000 rupee extra fees has been charged while registration. Shubham, I'd like to tell you that this 1,000 rupees is for registration to SCIT. You pay 1,500 bucks to appear for the SNAP test, and every institute has their registration fees, and it's around 1,000 rupees for every institute. So does you have to pay 1,000 rupees for SCIT as well.
Damsam has a similar query. Since I have already paid the exam fees, what difference does it make to pay separately for selecting the college? So Damsam, as Jawahar has already answered a similar query, you need to pay 1,000 rupees. That is the registration fees for individual institute. So the more institutes that you apply to through SNAP, you need to pay the registration fees for those individual colleges as well, apart from the exam fees, that is.
Okay, Shani wants to know, I have 9+ years of core experience in IT. I have done my regular 3 years diploma on computer science and engineering. Would like to know what are the courses offered by Symbiosis Bangalore. I'm really sorry, Shani, I cannot help you with the courses offered by Symbiosis Bangalore, but SCIT offers MBA and ITBM. And since you have a background in computer science and engineering, and if you want to pursue a career in MBA IT, then SCIT is the best place to be for you. Okay, Anshika wants to know, currently I am working for a MNC as a IT professional. I would like to do my MBA in Information Security Management. Can you please let me know the process to apply? Anshika, to apply for SCIT, you need to appear for the SNAP test, which is to happen on the 18th of December. After having done the SNAP test, you need to appear for the G pivot process of SCIT. After which the shortlist happens, and if you get selected, you will be a part of SCIT. And certainly, if you want an MBA in Information Security Management, we are aligned with ISACA as well. So MBA in Information Security Management is being offered by SCIT, which is certainly a very good course.
So Priya wants to know, when will the program commence in 2017? The program will commence on 1st June 2017 for both the courses, MBA ITBM as well MBA DS&DA.
Okay, Jatin wants to know about the cutoffs. Cutoff for SCIT for the year 2015-17 was around 31 percentile. However, the cutoff for the 16-18 batch has not been declared by the university. You can keep checking our website for the entire details of the cutoff for this year. If it is declared by the university, you will have it on our website. Okay.
Abhijit asked, hello members, may I know about the exposure for co-curricular activities? Hi Abhijit, we have a number of events that are organized by our institute, and apart from that there is a lot of scope for interaction with a lot of eminent people and a lot of co-curricular activities. Here we have a number of events right from the start. When you join college, you have an event called Samaram, then you have a trip to Surya Shabir, then Graffiti, which is our flagship event, and then we have a number of cyber security awareness events that are carried out, and all of these events are managed by the student. We also have a e-cell in our campus, which is completely student driven, and it caters to the entrepreneurship needs of every management college. So here you have a lot of chances to be a part of various cultural as well as managerial events. So that is, and sports is also a big part of SCIT life.
Okay, the next question is from Jatin. When is the SNAP entrance? I want to know about some study material for SNAP entrance. Jatin, the SNAP entrance is to happen on the 18th of December. For study material, I would suggest you go through the books, or rather, first of all, you go through the pattern of the SNAP test. We have around 150 questions coming this time, 40 for quant, 40 for English, and then 30 questions for GK and 40 for LR. So I would suggest you take up the basics from internet, as you have just few days left for SNAP. And for general knowledge, I would suggest you go through the current affairs of the past 2 years, if possible for you, in the remaining time. And this is how things work out. But I would say please be focused when you give your exam, because every question has a we have negative marking as well. Every question attracts 25% negative marking. So be focused when you give your exam, and all the very best for SNAP test.
So we have a question from Venki. She wants to know the SNAP cutoff for SCIT. The cutoff for 2015-17 batch was around 30 percentile, and for the batch 2016-18, the university did not declare the cutoff.
Okay, Aditya wants to know, he says, I'm an engineering student. What is the future scope of MBA in IT? How is it different from other course stream like MBA, marketing, HR and finance? Aditya, I would like to talk about SCIT here. SCIT offers MBA IT in the niche areas of information security systems, SSM, DA and DS and IT networks. And these are the areas which are growing tremendously, and immensely in the field of IT. So it is entirely different from, it is completely different from marketing and finance, or rather a general management, I would say. A general management would fetch you a job in marketing and finance domains, but if you are an MBA ITBM from SCIT, you'll have tremendous opportunities in the field, in the niche areas of information security. You can get into ERP consulting as well. There are a lot of opportunities when it comes to IT and the kind of courses SCIT has to offer.
There's a question from Shubham. He wants to know, is there any importance of 12th marks? See, Shubham, we give 50% weightage to the SNAP score and 50% weightage is given to the G pivot process. So as such, there is no importance for the 12th marks.
Rutuja asks us, is it compulsory to live in the hostel even if the student is a localite? Hi Rutuja, it's a residential program and it is mandatory for all the students to reside on campus itself. And once you start the course, even you will realize it is very hard, even if you are a localite, to travel back home every night, because there are a lot of events, assignments and activities taking place in campus, and you will have to spend most of the time here.
Okay, Venki wants to know, I am a software engineer working in embedded field. So on what basis do you take a student into management side course? Venki, I would say we offer an MBA and ITBM, but a student need to have management skills to, survive in the IT world. So based on the experience and based on the kind of interviews or the snap test you go in, the process you take in after you selected or shortlisted for SCIT, after the interviews, everything is taken into consideration, your experience as well as your management skills, what kind of managerial skills you carry. So this is how things go about, and this is how a student is, moved towards the management side and rather IT management, I would say.
We have a question from Elaine. She asks us about what are the clubs and events are there at SCIT, and does SCIT have ECC, that is extracurricular credits for the students? Elaine, we have a number of core committees as well as student driven committees, and some of our core committees are alumni committee, placement committee, admissions committee, web and media committee, guest lecture and sports and cultural committees. So all of these responsibilities that are the basic functioning of our college are handled by the students itself. It is a student driven course. And apart from these, the student committees include Team Eklavya, which is a drama club. Then there's the ISR, which relates to the social responsibilities of students, and ITLF, which is the entrepreneurship cell. Then we have Team Matrix, which is related to InfoSec, and Drishtikon, which is another club which conducts various campus.
Okay, we have a question from Vaseem. He wants to know, what is the maximum pay for students doing internship in different companies in SCIT? See, Vaseem, the stipend varies from company to company and it changes every year. So we cannot say exactly what is the maximum pay.
Okay, Shikha wants to know, does SCIT have any SNAP events happening similar to ones as SIIB and SCMHRD? If so, please share the details. I know, I'm really sorry, Shikha, we don't have any such events happening right now, but we are here to help you with your queries. If you have any queries, you can post it here and we'll be more than happy to help you. And we have a question coming from Tanya. What is the fees without hostel facility? It's a 2-year residential program, and it's a compulsory stay at the hostel. You need to stay in the hostel for the 2 years. And the entire fees includes the hostel fees as well, which goes up to around 11.85 lakhs for the new batch, which is a 17-19 batch.
Rehman just asked us a doubt. He said, minutes ago, I went through the facilities associated with SCIT. Can you guys please let me know who are the associated faculty for MBA DS&DA program, and can you make it available on the website? Hi Rehman, the faculty for DS&DA program will be faculty from SCIT, and some part of them of the courses will be conducted by industry experts. So you will have industry exposure as well. And as far as the information about the faculty and the details, it will be updated on the site. Please do keep checking our website for details and updates.
Okay, Sukriti wants to know how is information security being offered here, helping us in the industry. Sukriti, I would like to tell you, I would like to make a special mention here that the information security course offered at SCIT is aligned with the ISACA, and it is one of the few, or rather the first, or rather the only institute in India which has an course aligned with ISACA, and information security specialization offered at SCIT is certainly at par with ISACA.
Elaine asked us, how do students get selected for internships? Where are these internships located, and which companies? Does this internship happen during the second year of MBA or post it? So Elaine, the internship process is after completion of the first year. So in your first year itself, you will be going through a session of placement drive for your internship as well. So during your first year, you will sit for placement processes for your internship, which will be at the end of the first year. That is after the second semester. So these internship can be anywhere in India, and the companies that come to our institute, you can go through our website. The names of some of the recruiters are present over there.
Okay, we have a question coming from Vineet. Do I need to have knowledge of computer languages like C, C++, and all? Or MBA IT focuses only on managing IT networking security? Vineet, I would say that if you have some basic knowledge, that would be really great, but it is not actually necessary to have knowledge of languages like C, C++, because you move to the managerial side of information technology after your MBA and ITBM. But if you have it, it's an added advantage, and if you don't have it, it's not a problem also.
Okay, so we have a question from Aditya. He wants to know what is the duration of the internship. See, we have a 3 months long internship after the end of first year in the month of April, May and June.
So we have a question that is, what is the exact fees including the hostel fees? So the fees for MBA ITBM and MBA DS&DA is 11,85,000 rupees.
Okay, Eileen wants to know how do students get selected for internship? Where are the internships located and which companies? Does this internship happen during the second year? There is a normal process. It's just like placements happen, the internships happen, the companies visit our campus. We have international relationships with a few universities as well. People travel to Japan for international internships, and we do offer internships in India as well as abroad. No, this internships happen not in the second year. Basically, it happens when your first year ends, and when you come back, you start with your placements, and the entire second year starts.
There is a question from Vishal. He says, I am a graduate of BSc IT from University of Mumbai, but the KT results are still to be announced. Which course can I select from SCIT? What is the cutoff and fee structure for it? Okay, so Vishal, you need any graduate can with the 50% marks in their graduation can apply to SCIT, but you need to make sure that your KT is cleared. So even though your results are yet to be announced, you are eligible to apply for MBA ITBM as well as MBA DS&DA, but you need to clear your KT before joining the course, and the course that you can select really depends on your preference. If you are interested and inclined towards data science and data analytics, you should probably prepare and go through our website for MBA DS&DA course. And otherwise, if you have an inclination towards systems and infosec, you must check the details about MBA IT business management.
Okay, Vishal wants to know what is the syllabus of MBA ITBM. Vishal, we have an amalgamation of a lot of courses happening in and around SCIT for the 2 years which you, if you are part of SCIT. We have subjects from general management which include marketing, finance, economics, and subjects from the niche areas such as information security. You get to study subjects such as principles and practice of security management. You get to study database and application security when it comes to information security. When it comes to system, you get to know the entire in and out of ERP systems. Then you have software solutions management. How does business analysis work? And you have IT infrastructure, and we have a MBA DA and DS coming also. So it's completely a mix of general management as well as the IT part, which makes you a better techno manager when you move out of SCIT.
So Vishal had also inquired about the cutoff and fee structure. So Vishal, the cutoff for the batch 15-17 batch was 31 percentile, and but it is bound to change based on the performance of your batch, and it will be relative scoring. And as far as the fee structure is concerned, for MBA ITBM and MBA DSDA, the fees is 11 lakhs 85,000.
Okay, so I hope we are done with the questions now. It was really good interacting with you people, and we hope to see you all for the GE pivot process, and all the very best for your snap test. And we hope you fare well in your snap test, and crack the GE pivot process for SCIT. All the very best. Thank you very much.